Hey, okay, I think we're on. I think we're live. I hope we are.
I got
Doug,
you.
Doug,
Yes,
how you doing, buddy?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, as many might see, we got our guest here tonight. Normally we'd bring him in later, but we're still figuring that out. We said we would, figure it out, and that's what we're doing. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Bob, Robert Gibbons on YouTube, and Bob, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me here.
Uh, thought we'd throw a through. Thought we would throw a few questions at you. That's harder to say than you would think. But okay, so I'm gonna let Doug start out. You guys been working a lot together, and who knows, you still may surprise him with some answers. So, Doug, I'll turn it over to you, good buddy.
All right, Bob. Yeah, we have been friends for a while now on YouTube and other not chat, but text and things like that. I know you've got an electronics background. How'd you get started in that? What training or what?
To finish the most self-taught, I was working in the garage after I dropped out of college, and one of our customers was a home video operator. And I started asking him about it, and he got me interested in that. And that was back in the 70s, and heat kit was going strong, and so I did a lot of heat kit building. And just all self-taught, I've always
I think you taught yourself well.
yes, I've always been really good at being able to pick up on things.
Yeah.
I taught myself how to mechanics and that's what I was working at before, and the electronics and stuff, hobby, and just really good at picking up on things.
Well, that's a good way of going. Now you said hand radio. That was one of my other questions. What level are you in hand radio?
I'm an amateur expert, that's the highest.
That's cool.
So I took my novice exam, the guy who got me interested, he gave me my novice exam.
Yeah.
And then I had to go down to Philadelphia to take an upgrade from there.
That's the code, right?
Well, yes. Well, that time, even novice is code. Novice is 5 8 for me. And the next step, to generally advance is 13, and then expert is 20. And when I went down to Philly to take my general test, I took that, and the inspector said, do you want to, take it by the advance? I said, yeah, sure. And so when you want to test for the expert, they just, if you hung around, they keep testing you, and so, it didn't cost anything.
Yeah.
They just keep testing you, so you wouldn't pass anymore. And I took the class everything, so I got the extra. I didn't write some audits for expert.
Cool. That's cool. Very cool. Carl, what do you got over there?
Yeah. Oh, I just want to mention, like when I took my ham test, I went in, I was just going to, same thing. I was going to take the technician, and I'd studied for it, and he goes, well, do you want to take the general? I said, sure. So I took the general, and I stopped there, but yeah, they're pretty cool about doing that, and I don't know about you, Bob, but I don't use mine as much as I probably should anymore. But,
Lately, I haven't used it at all.
yeah. But
Hey guys, I just dropped in to let you know that I've had a few complaints that you're sounding kind of muffled. That probably may have to maybe dial something down or something.
muffled is,
It sounded to me, but these guys are saying it sounds like kazoos. Doug and Bob's audio is really muffled, it says.
Huh.
yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, we don't have I don't have the controls to go into Zoom, and right now I'm looking at an OBS screen with Zoom running behind me, so I don't have any way of fixing that, to be honest with you. And the same thing, everybody that I'm talking to is sounding great. you're coming through fantastic, Greg, and the panel is sounding great. So I don't know, I don't know how we can fix that.
Yeah, you can't get into the settings when you're in a meeting.
Yeah. So we'll do our best.
Stay with it.
Yeah, we'll do our best and just push through. I wanted to ask you, Bob. Now you're from Scranton, right?
Yeah. Well,
And-
originally I'm from down by Wilkes-Barre, but yeah.
Okay, and at the beginning of your videos, it always shows that famous sign there. And could you explain that sign a little bit better? I mean, we see it, and it's got something to do with electricity. So,
States called the electric city because we were one of the first cities in the United States to have the electric trolley system.
wow. See, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I thought maybe you guys had got the first juice coming in from Niagara Falls. I didn't know. So that's really exciting. That must have happened quite a long time ago. Then you guys.
Yeah, that was in the late 1800s, yeah.
Wow. So I want to follow up a little bit on Doug's question. Now, Heathkit. I mean, we can all,
Oh, yeah.
we can all relate to that one for sure. Now, after you started getting in the hobby and building, did you ever try to go out and actually make that dollar there, that pretty dollar from doing electronics, or did you just stay strictly a hobbyist?
Just a hobbyist. I stayed in automotive. I worked at a garage for 7 years down in the Sweet Valley area, and then I took to work at an auto parts store for 7 years, and then I took to work for the auto parts warehouse that owned the stores for 14 years.
Wow.
Until my health made me retire. I had to retire.
All right. Well, and I imagine some of your training though, when you were working on cars. I mean, electrical. When we talk to a lot of automotive mechanics, they will usually say, "Well, yeah, I turn it over to the electrician guy to do the wiring or chasing down the electrical problem." So that probably came pretty handy when you were working on cars to have that electrical knowledge.
Oh yeah. I understood the circuits,
Yes.
But when mechanic now, in fact, I used to rebuild automatic transmissions. I mean, you take and look at that, and it's just like looking at a schematic diagram, it's fluid flow. We flow electrons, they flow hydraulic fluid.
Right, yeah. Doug, you got something else you might want to ask?
Well, he covered a couple of things, but the work history was one of them. I understand you were raised on a farm, Bob.
Yeah, when I grew up, my dad was an automobile mechanic. He lived on the corner of my grandfather's farm. He didn't start commercially. He was close to 70 years old, and I was a kid back then. So he still did farming. He still farmed at the beginning with 2 horses. He had a tractor and stuff, but a lot of his equipment was post on, and so he stayed with Pansy and Daisy. Those were 2 horses. And we did the hay racing with that, we didn't bail. We just roast it and put it on a wagon, they'd put the wagon. That's just the way we did it, that's the way I grew up,
You kind of come full circle then from hay and to electronics. That's pretty broad range there.
Wow, that's a wide. I was thinking the same thing, Doug. I'm thinking, on one thing, wagons with horse-drawn wagons. I mean that goes back a bit, and then you're using IC chips to run a program. It's like, whoa, talk about the spectrum. There you go.
So, Bob, do you have any other hobbies as far as, I know you like to work on cars still if you can and things like that. Is there any other hobbies you have?
Just computers. I started playing around with computers back with, my first computer was a Radio Shack color computer.
Oh, I remember those.
Late 70s, early 80s type thing.
Yeah.
And then about 85, 86, I got my first IBM computer. And, that actually it was a bare bones. I put the two together. And then I had a friend who gave me a little bit better motherboard that they could put in it. And, it just came out, I was always, 2 steps behind, but they worked.
Right.
I don't play games on my computer, so I don't need, super fast or anything, mainly when I really connect to the internet,
So, Greg, anything going on over there?
Well, we're kind of discussing the fact that Carl's clear, you're almost somewhat understandable, and Bob, they can't really understand very much. Yeah, so I was telling the guys that when I do chime in, let me know if they can understand me too. So I'm sure it's a Zoom thing, but not quite like,
Yeah, I
Now
understand what you're saying.
This is really crazy, Doug, because last one we did, my audio was horrible, and everybody else's was excellent. So,
Yeah.
and we
Maybe
really,
a Zoom thing.
and we haven't really changed anything. I mean, we couldn't
I don't
find,
think they know.
so, and Bob is always, I mean, on one, his sounded great, so I don't know what would be doing that. But we're going to
Yeah.
work on it, so everybody please,
Yeah, we'll get there.
yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing each time. We're learning a little bit more and getting a little bit more together, and it's crazy how stuff you got to kind of coordinate behind all this to have like a simple
Yeah,
broadcast.
Yeah.
But whoa, so we are working on it though. All right.
Yeah, Pat's junk drawer says that when Doug was hosting on his channel, he was clear and Carl was muffled, so he's thinking it has to be Zoom.
Yeah.
But they said, when I chime in, they can understand me fine.
And
Okay.
and
So
they're
go figure, right?
I just turned my level up in the my volume control for Linux. Did that make any difference to anybody?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
that's-
sound the same. You sound the same to me, but
Yeah, I know, but I'm up to 100% now.
Yeah, what Dark Matter's saying is it sounds like a cat. He says, he's probably the dog barking now.
We got everybody else.
He says, Greg, you have a buzz behind you as well, but I don't think it's from you. Sounds like static. That's
Yeah, Greg, yours was, like I said, it was a little loud, but, it's okay with us.
the rumor was out there that that Dark Matter spoke a second language. We just didn't know it was dog, But man, he he really barked out for us there. Yeah, way to go, Dark. Hey, buddy.
Oh, shoot.
so Dark Matter says we should all try StreamYard, whatever that is. I don't know what that is.
Okay, John Sweeta suggested that also.
do I sound any better now?
Can you hear me now? Yeah, like I said, I understand, but it's from one week to the next, it's changing, so, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
And last week, Doug, when you sounded good, you were hosting, and this week I'm hosting, and for some reason now my audio's good. So
Yeah, so, I know. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. And how long we been on, Carl?
well, we've been on about 20 minutes, so they
All
don't.
right, well, there's no questions from the chat. I think, Bob, one more question I had. Do you have any pets?
No, I don't have any pets. Where I'm living, my ex has a pet dog that wants me to adopt it because when I'm down there, I throw it around.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I know you do a little cooking too, don't you, Bob?
Oh, I love cooking. Yeah, I love cooking and baking.
See, there you go.
I guess that's another hobby.
There you go. Yeah.
My mom always cooks every Saturday. She bakes roast cake pies. She did everything type thing.
Well, raised on a farm. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I understand you got some snow yesterday. Was you out and about in that?
Yeah, we went to our roommate shopping yesterday. My driver, she said it didn't bother her any, so we took one out. And we got about 4 inches of water. it's almost all gone now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be today.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. It doesn't last long this time of the year. The ground's too warm.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's how about you, Carl? Any final thoughts?
No, like I said before, hope everybody understands that we are working on this, and hopefully each show gets a little bit better and a little bit better. And other than that, I want to thank Greg for doing our chat for us tonight.
Yeah, Greg, bring your video up.
Well, I'm in the dark, so I don't know if you guys will see anything, but we'll
That's
turn it
okay.
on.
Yeah, you there, buddy? Yeah, we got you.
The light of the monitor's got you going.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
So yeah,
That's good. That's good.
we want to thank you, Greg. Great job on that, and hopefully we're going to be seeing you here on the panel in the near future. So
Yes.
and
Yeah, when I get back to my workshop in Illinois, then we'll get something going.
okay, fantastic. And I definitely got to thank Bob. Thank you so much. We all love your channel. I mean, you really bring a lot to the hobby.
More videos.
Yeah. So yeah, and you know.
I'll have to get more out soon. Did my audio increase any?
It sounds louder to me.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But we want to thank you for coming on the show and taking the time to do this, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
No problem.
now,
So, yeah.
next time, which hopefully maybe be next week, Doug's going to be hosting again. We're gonna flip flop on this. In between us, like I said, maybe we'll get this down to where everybody's audio is good, and you know, I don't want to keep harping on it, but man, oh man, like I said, this live stuff can take a lot. And talk about Dark Matter. He's in here. He does a lot of live, so I mean,
Yeah, he does.
and it's taken, you know, I mean, you look at what he has now is when he first started way back when, and there was a great improvement, and it all takes time. But
And we will look at that StreamYard too. 'Cause
yes, yeah, we got for sure. We'll do that. So, any last thoughts, Doug?
other than, I want to thank everybody too. Like I said, Bob and Greg, obviously. I want to thank the people in the chat for you guys joining us live. We appreciate it. And I hope you tune in again next time and maybe ask some questions. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's got something they want to ask old Bob out there. So you all know Bob. That's about it.
Okay, gang. Well, until hopefully next week, we'll be seeing you all real soon. Everybody, you know, take care and be good one another. It's rough times right now. So we'll see you all later. Bye now.